Okay, I'm going to try to explain this the best that I can. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but the ride height repeater from J&R, uh, it allows you to set your perfect ride height uh, for you. Now, what it really does is it also keeps the ride height with regardless of weight or rough roads. Usually, whenever I'm on a really rough road, I could probably bump it up a little bit and put a little bit more pressure into the shock, which gives it more soft or cushion bounce to it. You can also disengage it where it won't it'll go all the way up to the top pretty much. It'll fully extend, so you don't always have to have it on. I like using it because if it's just me and my wife, or me and my wife gear, or me and my wife gear and trailer. I also have a hitch right here. We actually had to relocate my air tank and air compressor. We actually mounted it underneath the tour pack, which I can do a separate video on that. But let me show you what it does. So this is fully dropped. There's no air in it. Then I have two switches over here on my firewall. One for the dump valve and to dump the bike and to fill the air. And then I have another switch that goes to the ride height repeater. So this is my ride height. This is what I ride comfortably on, and I can still touch on the ground. My feet are flat on the ground, and it's where I like to be at. Now, whenever I sit on it, of course, put weight to it, and kind of see it drop down a little bit. With my weight, I can hit it again, and I go back to that same exact ride height, regardless of luggage or my wife or whoever, whatever's on the bike at the time. Now I will disengage the ride height repeater, which is just a switch right next to the other one, and I go all the way up. Yeah, that's the top. That's the top of the shock there. So it helps a lot for not bottoming out, depending on your weight that you're using. Because say you're you're riding solo by yourself, no luggage whatsoever. You're going to go pick the wife up or girlfriend, whatever. She bought just a bunch of crap to shove in your saddlebags and her at the same, on top of having her there. Instead of adjusting a shock like a normal shock would, you got knobs or dials or anything like that. You just hit the switch, and the ride height repeater will continue to go to put air in the shock and put you back at that perfect ride height.